Yo, this is the weekly item shop for 415. 415 until the 22nd. I do want to go ahead and say, hey, you know what? Before I tell you how much on the right hand side and what to buy, as well as why and how to use them, before I tell you the total amount, I do want to say, if you're not already supporting one of your favorite content creators, make sure to use a content creator's code before spending any V-Bucks in the item shop or any other Epic's game or game store, right? If you see support a creator like you do right here on the bottom right hand corner, it says support a creator. You click it, you enter in a code, or you can use mine if you don't know anybody else's of your favorite content creator. At least use somebody's code. Anyway, I do want to tell you this one right here, as of right now, this came out during a Christmas season, not sure which one, you know what season it was, but during Christmas is when these weapons that came out, the medieval set. So if you do want a medieval pistol, I'll show you right now. Event schematic, medieval right here. You're gonna go ahead and get one of these. So just like last week, we got the basher. Now they get the ballistic. This one, okay, this time, this item shop. I will show you the variations that I do have myself, the perks that you can expect. Let me actually put it by name, right? That would help, or even just go by subtype. Okay, here we go. Now each shot fired grants 3.5% of shield for 5 seconds, stacks up to 10 times. On crit regain, so when you crit, you regain 2.64 damage dealt as shield. So yeah, you on every crit, the amount of damage you do on that crit, you get 2.64% of that damage back as shield for yourself. And then they got a snare, which snare by 30% slows them down almost half the speed, not half, but 30% for 6 seconds. So do expect those 3 perks, one of those 3 perks out of buying this weapon. And when you do buy an epic, realize that you will not get the perk unless you go to the legendary rarity. So I will show you right now. Let's see if I even have a one of those that we were just talking about. Doesn't look like I have one, but let's just go ahead and let me show you. So here's a purple one, right? Any purple weapon will have this. You go ahead and upgrade on the bottom right. It says to press square. For you, it might be X or the tab, you know, if you're on PC. Then you're gonna click on another tab. It says increase rarity, and there you go. Headshot eliminations causes explosions, damaging enemies within a 0.5 tile radius for 30% of the weapon damage. So the next one, if I'm not mistaken, it should be the same or different. See, getting 5 headshots in a row increases the weapon damage by 30% for 10 seconds. So just because you get that one doesn't mean you won't like the weapon at all. Maybe it's just not the static perk that you like. Okay. Gunslinger, I mean, if you plan on using defenders and you don't have a legendary defender, I guess you want to grab him to see what kind of perks that he gets. Dragon Scorch, good ninja with the slash, the Dragon Slash. That's why his name is Dragon Scorch, right? Dragon Slash is the first ability, and his Dragon Slash gets extended by 3 tiles, right? But if you use him as a commander, then it goes by 3 tiles, and the width is by 2 tiles. And the damage is 25% extra, if I'm not mistaken, as it says right there. Increased. So, if you like Dragon Slash, definitely to get Dragon Scorch. You want to get the legendary Flux, like I was telling you earlier, to increase the rarity of your weapons. You need 100, like this one. So it works for every schematic and hero, for sure. Can't think of anything else. So that goes for your guns, you know, and melee weapons, and every single hero, like the people you use to play with. Okay, that's what you would use legendary Flux for, to increase the rarity. The head clipper, never used. It is a scavenger weapon, so that means it will break faster than most weapons. But although I've heard scavenger weapons are good for damage, just break really fast. And if I'm not mistaken, bad accuracy, if I'm not mistaken. In this case, this is not a weapon you shoot with, so the accuracy shouldn't be an issue, right? Survivor, you get all your epics first, and if you got legendary, then go for that next. Make sure if you don't already have all purple to buy them. Other than that, you don't need them unless you want your training manual, so you could level up some other things, you know what I mean, that are heroes, defenders, and survivors. You want all your account resources because you will need these for your weapons, heroes, defenders, survivors, so on and so forth. All account resources. Epic Flux is just like legendary Flux, but going from blue to purple and then purple to orange. You'll need the orange one. This account resource right here, the rare perk up, you're definitely gonna want, because that is gonna increase the rarity of your perks on the weapon. So in my case right here, for this particular weapon, I got white, green, 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 blue. So if I wanted to level it up, modify the perks, and it's gonna take some of the white re-perk, the wrench, so you can go ahead and use 45 and 100 for the green, and then for the next one for the green you're gonna need blue, so then it's gonna be 65 to 150, and then for the blue it's gonna be 95 to 225. You see the difference? So what I have is on the left, right, for the wrench, and the left is what I have for the purple perk up, the epic perk up, and then on the right is what it costs. So like I said, you always want all the account resources if you could afford it, if you care for it. These are to upgrade and change perks. The Flux is to increase the rarity of schematics, heroes. That's it. So yeah, that's about it for the item shop. If you are not already supporting your favorite content creator, make sure to use somebody's code. Use somebody's code. It doesn't cost you anything. You're helping out one of your content creators create more content, or encourages them to continue making more content, I should say. Make sure you use somebody's code. My code's right there in the middle of the screen. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys do like this, and if you guys don't like it, make sure to tell me why.